All right now, Luke, you're all fixed. And they're just gonna come by to pick you up and go see Ballast Spreader, because Ballast Spreader's back in the series. All right, bye now, Luke.
Kevin!
Sorry, boss. I wonder which one of my good friends is gonna come and pick me up. Yo, Luke, what's happening, dog?
Oh my goodness!
What on Sodor? Who are you? Yo, what are you talking about, homie? It's me, James, same as ever, fool. But you can't be James, your face is all messed up. Why are you making fun of my good looks, man? I thought we was chill. Nah, man, I thought we were cool, man. Nah, man, you can go find someone else to take you to go see Ballast Spreader, man. Man, you suck, man. I'm getting the heck out of here, man. I thought we was cool. By the way, Ballast Spreader's back in the series. Hell nah, man. Go find someone else. Hell nah. What was that? Hi, Luke. Something came up with James, so I'm taking you to go see Ballast Spreader instead. Oh my gosh, what's going? Why do you look ugly too? Ugly? Yeah, you don't look like yourself. You look horrible. Hi, Luke. Don't even trip, dog. I'm gonna go now. Yeah, bye. I really hope no one back at the Blue Mountain Quarry looks this terror. Oh, my goodness.
I could have my Gucci on, I could wear my Louis Vuitton, but even with nothing on, man, I made you look, yeah, I look good in my
Man, I don't like these faces, like, they're just not it, like, no, like, I mean, I guess Gordon's is okay, but, and Percy's only looks good because I repainted it, just saying, but, yeah, they're just not it, Now that's much better. I like this. This is gonna be a relatively short video because there's not really much to talk about. At the end of the day, these are really just new faces on toys that are pretty much unchanged. You get like, yeah, I painted Rosie's lamp and painted the buffers on all of them, but that's pretty much it. These toys are not that bad. They're not that bad. Well, at least the four I have in front of you right now. There are some pretty horrendous ones. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. But these guys are all right. And after a quick face swap, they become pretty much perfect toys. I don't see many flaws with these guys. Anyways, let's get started. And we're gonna start with my favorite, my baby boy Percy, because I love Percy. Percy's the best. I've already talked about this. I use these little Legos, to make their faces. And you'll see quickly, it's the same face I use for Rosie over here. But she can wait. We're talking about Percy. Now, I've already talked about Percy. I mean, he has a whole video to himself, which also includes the whole track builder set. But I want to go over again just how good this new Percy toy is. Also, this came with the track, so it's plastic Percy. I take this Percy everywhere, and this is why I prefer these guys being plastic over die-cast. By the way, they hold up strong. These are strong toys, regardless of if they're plastic or metal. This is a strong toy. I take this Percy everywhere, to work everywhere, and he has one tiny little scratch right there. If this was die-cast, like, so much paint would be gone. Like, all of the lining would be gone. But because he's plastic, I have no problems with that, and I really love that. Yeah, I know some people prefer these to be die-cast, and I get that, but I like taking these guys places, and Percy has no problem with that because he's plastic, and nothing is gonna scratch off. Nothing bad, like I said. He's got one scratch. If this was a die-cast toy, so much paint would be gone. But that's besides the point. I want to go over again how good of a Percy toy this is. Like, The proportions are just perfect. And I love the 80th Percy, but this Percy beats it with proportions. And as I said in his actual video, with a new face, he's perfect. He's perfect. Just replace the face with anyone, make your own like I did, or replace it with a different face. So much better. Anyways, we're gonna talk about some stuff that hasn't been talked about before. Alright, so here we have Rosie. When Rosie first revealed, I knew I wanted her. I just needed to replace the face. Oh my gosh, look at her! Yay! Oops, she got cat hair on her. Monty sheds a lot. Oh my god, the hair's still there. Much better. But yeah, again, really nice model. Yeah, they made a really good Rosie. Obviously, I had to paint the little gold down here, and I had to paint her lamp in as well. If I could just, oh my gosh. I had to paint in her lamp as well. But yeah, after that, the cat hair is still there. Oh my god. But besides that, oh my god, get off. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I painted all that. I did not paint her stripes in because that would have just, oops. Yeah, I didn't really feel like it. I don't really feel like it. But yeah, I didn't paint in the stripes. Hopefully they make a plastic Rosie that has more detail, because the moment that comes out, I'm buying it, I'm swapping the face out. I'm giving the face to the plastic Rosie, because the plastic Rosie most likely will have the same thing with Percy, won't get scratched easily, and will have more detail, most likely. So yeah, I'm hoping for a plastic Rosie. Yeah. Again, just after replacing the face with something else, making your own, a new face, so much better. Anyways, we have Gorgonzola and Jahamas. Gorgonzola and Jahamas. Alright, so you see, my birthday is in a few days, and my bestie Daniel, who is actually mentioned a lot in the Take and Play video, just not by name. Every single time I say bestie, and I'm not talking about my other awesome friend Kyle, I'm talking about Daniel. I just decided, I don't know why I didn't mention Daniel by name in that video, but regardless, he decided to get me James and Gordon as early birthday presents. As of uploading this video, guess what? Oh boy! It is my birthday! Yay! And after getting his blessing to customize them, I started brainstorming. Now, unfortunately, the usual Lego trick was not gonna work for James, and especially not Gordon over here. Like, it was not gonna work for James, and it was certainly not gonna work for Gordon. Their smoke boxes are just slightly too big, and these would look too small on them. So, I didn't know what to do, but my friend Caleb, who I'll link in the description, he's awesome. My buddy Caleb, he's so cool. He had this idea to use the All Engines Go Percy face for James and the All Engines Go Gordon face for James, and just to get rid of all the detail. And those were great ideas, like amazing ideas. However, after I actually decided to try it out with Gordon, the All Engine Go Gordon's face is way too small, unfortunately. And James, the case with James, that Percy, All Engine Go Percy's face would have worked perfectly. The reason why I didn't do it, I don't want to destroy a Percy. I love Percy. He's the best. I love him. However, fortunately for me, I have a little box full of spare faces. And I wanted to see if there was a Percy face already in there from All Engines Go that I hadn't used yet. And there was not, but I found something similar that worked perfectly. And that was All Engines Go Kanna's face. A little tiny tangent. This is the only toy of Kanna I have at the moment. It's a very, very old custom. Yeah, very old custom. I want to paint Kanna into more Sodor-like colors, and yeah, I think I made this like 2 years ago. Could be 4, who knows. I also, by the way, I gave this Kanna a nickname, and her name is Kitty, because Kenji and Kanna's bases had these little latches on the side of the front of their doors on the front, and after I painted them all, they kind of look like cat whiskers, so She just goes by the name Kitty now. But that's beside the point. But yeah, I used a Kana face, and I shaved the nose down, and I also shaved it so it fit better on the smoke box, and then repainted it, and he just looks so much better. Like, that's James again. He has his identity back. He finally has his identity back. I could probably say that this is James, unlike whatever the heck this
what
is.
What the hell is even that?
Who is that? Who is that? And now it's time for
Gordon. Oh, the indignity.
For like 2 days, I was completely stumped on what I wanted to do with Gordon because his face is too freaking massive. Like, there was no face, no item that would fit this freaking smoke box. And there was one point where I almost used an Arizona iced tea cap to do his face instead, but I was like, I don't really feel like it. That'd be too much work. At least I think it was an Arizona iced tea bottle cap. But regardless, I almost used the bottle cap. His face is too huge. I didn't know what to do. And then, again, goes back to Caleb. Caleb started making a really nice custom of Emily with a classic series face, which looks so nice. And it got me in the mood to pull out my All in Just Go Emily. So I did just that. I pulled out my All in Just Go. Oh my god. So I pulled out my All in Just Go Emily, and that's when I noticed her face. And this was a criticism I had about Emily when I first got her. The All in Just Go Emily face was too big. But you know what also needs a face that's big?
Gorgonzola, Gorgonzola, yeah!
But you see, there was one little problem. I never bought 2 Emilys. So if I was gonna rip off this Emily face and use it for this Emily was gonna be faceless until practically forever, especially with how much All in Just Go push longs are going up, at least on Amazon, and I don't see them in stores anymore, so. So after a lot of thinking, man, I ripped that face off, I shaved that nose down and gave Gordon a face. A good one. Okay, let me talk. Let me go over this. The new face for Gordon is it's one of the better ones, if you ask me. Like, a lot of these, when I look at them, I just can't, like, if they weren't already on their bodies, I wouldn't be able to tell whose face that is. Like, who is that? Who is that? But Gordon's, I can actually look at that and say, yeah, that's Gordon. Not my ideal Gordon face, but I can say it is Gordon. I can tell it's Gordon. It just doesn't look that good to me. I don't know. I'm gonna do it with this Emily now. This Emily's really cool. I really like All in Just Go Emily, but she'll be saved. She'll get a new face probably. I don't know when, but eventually. Anyways, now that we've gone over all 4 of these guys, I want to talk about some specific things I noticed on them. Oh, sorry. Before we get to that, I also want to say, oh my God, his head is falling off. Before we get to that, I want to say, I actually do not mind Massive Boiler Gordon. Something about it looks so cool. I think it's because it reminds me of that canceled Thomas project, the Andrew Lloyd Webber thingamabob. I think it reminds me of that, and honestly, I've always digged that look for Gordon. I don't hate Big Boiler Gordon. He looks so cool. Big Boiler Gordon. And Mattel made Rosie so short. She's too short. And it makes me so mad. She's so good. Like, they got all of her proportions perfect. But she's too short. Like, in no universe should Percy be taller than Rosie. Rosie is taller than Percy. What is this? What is this? But other than that, Rosie is amazing. She looks really good. And yeah, I already said it. I love Big Boiler Gordon. Big Boiler Gordon. Big Boiler Gordon. Okay, so you're most likely wondering what the whole skit with Luke at the beginning was about. Well, for starters, I love bouncing him on this little flatbed, flat car, 3-plank truck, whatever you call it, with these little Legos. It's a loose fit, but it works. And obviously, as we've talked about, as everyone knows, Take and Play works on this track design. And you're probably wondering, again, what was the whole skit about Luke about? Well, you see, let's get Percy over here. As everyone knows, this line is for Trackmaster and Push Along. So obviously not Luke, this flatbed being taken play doesn't work on the switches properly. It likes to derail a lot. And that's fine. The reason why I brought this up is because that's fine. This isn't made for take and play. This track is for Trackmaster and Push Along. Or Motorized, whatever the fuck you are. Thomas and Friends Metal. Thomas and Friends Metal. But that's the thing. It's made for the metal line, but it doesn't work for everything in the metal line. Let me show you. Alright, so here we have good old James, this good old brand new phase. And here we have a switch. And I want to show you the tender engines, at least from what I've seen. I think it's just the tender engines, but I could be wrong. After all, I only have Rosie and Percy. And I think Rosie has a little bit of problems with the switches too. But yeah, here's James. And you'll see that as I take over the switch, okay, it's really bad on this side. Give me a second. I'm gonna push James from his tender. As he goes over the switch, he hops a little. Like, he starts coming off the track. It's even worse when going backwards. Like, they don't fit nicely in between the little switch pieces. It's like, what? It's even worse with Gordon. Like, with James, I guess it's passable. It's not that noticeable. It's not that bad. But Gordon, he just completely jumps the rails. It's like, what is this? Why does he jump the rails? Yeah, let me see if it's just as bad from this angle. I don't know. It's not that bad on this side. But yeah, on this side, it's like, it's just, oh my god. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not really that big a deal. After all, these are kids' toys and I'm almost positive most kids won't really care. But we never had anything like this with the original Push Along line. So it's like, I don't know why they're doing this now. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, it's not that bad with Rosie. Like I said, that was a fluke. That was my bad. She jumped the cat. That was my bad. Yeah, yeah. It's not a problem with Rosie, and it's certainly not a problem with Percy. I mean, I sure hope it doesn't happen with Percy because these tracks came with him. But yeah, Gordon and James, they just hop like that. And again, not that big a deal, but just kind of weird. Like, why do they do that? Why do they do that? It's their line. You'd expect them to work perfectly, but no, they just don't like these switches for some reason. Really, really weird. And yeah, that's just when going straight. It's the problem isn't that prevalent when they're going like this. Yeah, it's not really a problem when they're going like this. I also want to mention, their tenders jump the tracks really badly when they go backwards. They don't like going backwards either. So that's wonderful. Yeah, you can't take the new tender engines when the switches are turned to go to a specific direction. The tenders just jump. It's not common with James. Again, a lot of the problems I'm getting are from Gordon. Gordon's the one with the most issues. And I think it's because, I think these are called drawbars. The drawbar gap between Gordon's tender and himself is very, very tiny. Where with James, it's much bigger. So I don't know what the problem with these are. But the engine I'm having the most problems with is Gordon, and that makes me kind of sad because I really like Gordon's design. Big brother Gordon. I really like Gordon. But yeah, I think the switches are just being they're not working on the switches properly. Like, I mean, they still go over it. They stay on the tracks. I mean, they get back on the tracks more like. But it's really, really weird. Again, not a big deal. It's just kind of weird. But, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. These are mostly solid toys. Like, for example, James's new proportions are so much better than last year's. Like, 80th James, again, just like Percy, love the 80th designs. But the new proportions on the new James are just so much better. Yeah, these are mostly really good toys, at least these four. I don't know about the others, just these four I'm talking about. Really, really good designs. they're just really truly held back by the faces. Like, the faces are what's keeping these from being solid toys. And my friend, the Bright Red Mogul, says, if you mess up the faces, that's, you kind of messed up. You screwed up. Like, the general public doesn't care if the writing is that good. Like, it doesn't matter. If the faces are bad, then if the faces are bad, like, oh my gosh, if they're bad, you kinda lost. You kinda lost. But I mean, the general public already thought a lot of Tom's faces were kind of creepy, and this project, it's really not helping. But yeah, obviously, these aren't official new faces, but these toys genuinely do look much better once they've got new custom faces. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about these. Make custom faces, replace them with already existing faces, anything, and these toys are pretty much perfect, just pretty much perfect. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I've said that like 80 times. Anyways, I'm almost positive that Luke is much happier to be being pulled by his recognizable friends. Okay, bye!
Hi friends! Let's go see Banner Spreader. He's back in the series.
Whoa! Ew! What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo!